Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing Thai retirement visas yet again. Been talked about a lot, and I've gotten a lot of correspondence, in some cases not particularly positive correspondence from folks since doing some videos last week, most notably videos regarding information posted on the Thai consulate in Los Angeles' website as to changes with respect to financial requirements associated with the Thai OA retirement visa. Now, as noted at the time, this appears to be sort of in a state of flux. We're dealing with cases all over the world, and different places, as usual, are doing things differently. But I think over time, it's probably prudent to presume, alliteration aside, that this is going to probably be phased in at least over time, I think. That's kind of what I'm thinking as of the time of this video. Now, again, I've gotten a lot of negative feedback on those videos. People calling me saying I'm trying to scaremonger people to drum up business. Well, I'm not trying to scaremonger folks at all. What I try to do with these videos is provide some insight and perhaps provide some forecasting of what may be coming. You know, people kind of had the same reaction to me when I made videos about the possible end, which ended up coming to fruition, the end of the income affidavit going back some years ago, and even when we were discussing the possible creation of the requirements associated with insurance associated with retirement visas. I got a lot of negative feedback at the time. I'm not particularly upset about it. It's just sort of, it seems to be a type of blowback that comes up when you start talking about the future of retirement visas. And to be clear, again, on the scaremongering thing, I'm not trying to do that. I do understand, especially folks who are retirees, you know, this issue is near and dear to their heart. It's very concerning to them. That's not my purpose. I'm just simply trying to provide insight. Now, to that end, since that video, I've got a little bit more information. I'm going to go ahead and post this. This is from the Royal Thai Consulate in Sydney, Australia. Some of our Australian viewers got some information to us that, yeah, indeed, under the non-immigrant visa type O-A, and they say proof of adequate finance, quoting directly, this is under number 5 down here. A bank statement in the past 6 months showing a deposit account with a minimum fund of Australian dollars 54,545, or an income statement with a monthly salary of Australian dollars 4,545 Australian dollars monthly. And I think by salary they meant pension or just monthly amount. But I went ahead and did the conversion on this, and just using Google, and it looks like 54,554 Australian dollars is 1,314,663.61 Thai baht. So it's actually a little higher than 1.2 million that we discussed last week. And then the Australian dollars, 4,545 Australian dollars, is the equivalent, at least as of the time I checked it through Google, 109,545.27 baht. So again, a little bit higher than the 100,000 we were talking about when we were discussing matters through the LA consulate. Now, meanwhile, someone went ahead and sent this through. I think this was a comment on our channel. Quoting directly, I applied for an OA visa recently and showed a bank statement of 800,000. A request for additional information came back to me. I was told that I needed 1.2 million and a bank letter, which I complied with. I added additional money to my account and provided the bank letter backing it up to the LA consulate. I was denied. So again, anecdotal, nonetheless, I think it was insightful. And yeah, we have been in contact and been dealing with certain cases, and it does look like this is coming online. Now, again, it might be phased in. Every case is different. Every case process is going to be different. As we've noted in other videos at the time, and we're noting in videos contemporaneously with this one, looks like the O retirement visa, that may be in more demand moving forward. And I'm making another video, as I said, on that. specifically. But with respect to this OA, let me be clear, OA retirement visa, these requirements, again, it's not just the Thai consulate in Los Angeles. It now appears to be on the Sydney website. And I'm going to get into this in other videos, but there's been some confusion. Like, there's people that are thinking because it's not on the embassy website, but is on the consulate website, that means it can be sort of automatically disregarded. That's not really the way to look at this. Consulates and embassies, yes, consulates operate under the auspices of an embassy, but it's not like a military thing or something. The embassy doesn't order the consulate. They can, in a sense, but they don't. They operate somewhat autonomously, not fully. They have certain policies, but they operate somewhat autonomously. Also, I personally think the more I've been looking at this, and I'm not trying to muddy the waters any more than frankly they are, and I do understand I got a lot of negative feedback. You know, this is all just muddled, we don't understand. Well, quite frankly, yeah, I don't get it either. It's being phased in, it appears, and exactly what's going on, we're still trying to ascertain. My personal opinion this week, based on what we've seen in the past week, is that perhaps they're trying to create an adjudicatory spectrum whereby, you know, different cases can be adjudicated sort of under different paradigms to provide discretion at the embassy and consular level to, you know, basically get a visa to fit a given individual's circumstances. Now, on one level, I know there are those who would think that maybe that's not such a good thing. My personal opinion is I would like there to be more sort of discretionary latitude where possible, because I think in the end it results in essentially more people getting visas, long story short. So that said, again, there's still a lot in play here, a lot in flux, and we will certainly keep you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.